surfaces to jump rope on?
Do you know the worst surfaces to jump rope on?
Well, stick around, because we're going to tell you in this video. What's up, y'all? I'm David Brown.
I'm Rebecca Brown.
For those who does not know us, we are Team DR Brown, and here at Team DR Brown, we focus on jump rope mastery, boosting athletic abilities, and quality of life through the power of jump rope.
Yeah.
So if this is something that you're interested in, honestly, hit that subscribe button and join the jump rope mastery community. We have very accessible, very knowledgeable family members here, and we'll be lucky to have you, blessed to have you, honored to have you.
And we'd love to have you.
But without further ado, let's get into this video. So, what exactly are the worst surfaces to jump rope on?
There are a lot of pretty bad surfaces that you can jump on.
Really? Girl, tell me about it.
Yeah, so obviously when you're jumping rope, like we're jumping up and down off the ground multiple times. Mm-hmm. Could be for a small amount of time or a long amount of time.
Okay.
But that can really do some damage to like your knees, your ankles, even your hips, ligaments, joints. It can do some damage if you're jumping on the wrong surfaces.
Now check this out, guys. If you don't know the proper form of jump rope, go ahead and hit that video down there in that description box, and we'll have it linked up for you as well on the proper form of jump roping.
Because proper form can also help alleviate some of these issues. But to have a good foundation, you need a good surface. Mm-hmm. And what's not a good surface? Concrete. That is probably the worst surface that you can jump up on. It's just solid concrete.
Things like the sidewalk.
Yeah, sidewalks.
What else do you have in mind?
Yeah, sidewalks are the main thing that just like large flat slabs of concrete. Even though there's a lot of space, it's really hard on your joints because there's no give. There's so much shock absorption that goes into your joints.
So would you say anything that doesn't have any kind of shock absorption?
There are some things that don't have too much shock absorption that's still okay, like hardwood floors.
Okay.
There's still a little bit of shock absorption, but it's fairly hard, so you can still get a pretty good bounce off of the floor of hardwood floors because it is pretty stiff. But it's also not as stiff as concrete to where it doesn't hurt your knees as much.
Yeah, so of course having that concrete kind of surface, jump roping on those kind of hardwood pavement-like materials, probably even, would you say gravel?
Gravel's rough because there's a lot of pebbles just flying everywhere. Mm-hmm. Like dirt, like if you have like a dirt road or a dirt lot, it's not the worst, but it's not necessarily the best either because again, when the dirt or gravel is packed in really hard, it can have that cement-like feature.
Yeah.
Of just like shockwave after shockwave.
Yeah, I got you. And then of course on top of that, not only just the surfaces, you want to be safe when you're jump roping at the same time. So you want to make sure the surface that you're jump roping on, when the rope is hitting the ground, as she just mentioned with the gravel and the rocks and stuff, things will go flying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
at the same time, you also don't want something that's too soft, because then, like if you're saying jump roping in sand, you're gonna get caught in the sand. The rope's gonna get caught in the sand.
That's
and
true.
It's so easy to trip over something, someone, anything.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So we kind of try to need to find that like happy medium. Like grass can be your best friend and it can also be your worst enemy.
Yeah.
You don't want grass to be super thick, super long. But what else about grass do you know?
As far as grass goes, as she just said, it can be your best or your worst nightmare. Finely cut, trimmed grass would be ideal to be able to jump rope. But I will also say it depends on the size of your rope. You know what I'm saying? Because of course a quarter pounder rope size would be good to cut through maybe that grass that is pretty low, but the speed ropes that we use here on our channel may not be the best ideal because it can get caught a lot faster.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's a good segue into what are some good surfaces to jump rope on. And with that being said, there is a lot of good surfaces and free surfaces at that. You gotta love the free. You know what I'm saying? So free surfaces at that in order to be able to jump rope on. As we just mentioned, grass would be one of them. Rubber-like material, maybe like a track or a tennis court, that would be good. An indoor basketball court would be a good one. I wouldn't say that is ideal, but at the same time, that is a lot better than, as we mentioned, concrete, right?
Oh, yeah. But again, concrete is the worst.
Yeah, so
don't do it.
Of course, an indoor basketball court, and as we mentioned, this kind of stuff you can find for free. That kind of material that is on the ground at a weight gym, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like what we have at the training center,
Like kind of like a foam.
Yeah.
It's a little squishy.
Exactly.
Like maybe also like a playground material, like the flooring at playgrounds.
Yeah, as long as it's not those, what's those things called? Those little checks thingamajiggies?
The little gravelly ones?
Yeah, the little gravelly things.
Yeah. Because again, small pieces.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the wood.
The little wood thingy pieces and stuff. Sometimes those are, I'm drawing a blank on what that name, but y'all know what it is. Drop a comment in the comment box below if y'all know what we're talking about. But you know what? There are those kind of, as we said, there's tons of those kind of surfaces that can be jumped on. Like we said, perfectly free, but that also means you're going to have to go and search for those kind of things. I mean, of course, you can jump on a carpet too, right?
That's true.
A nice finely hit carpet and stuff like that, but like I said, you have to search for those kind of materials or those kind of locations. Some good portable things that we're going to show up here on screen for you all is, mats such as these that we jump rope on. These are, of course, gotta pay for it. As we said, these aren't free, but
one thing with these portable mats is you can take these mats and say, put it on concrete. Mm-hmm. Now you're able to jump on said concrete because you have this mat as a barrier to protect yourself.
And then, of course, these mats also has various thicknesses as well that you'll be jumping on. I would say some are better than others. As we're showing these, we'll explain it to you. But here's the Buddy Lee mat that we commonly jump rope on here. We use this mat, me personally, I use this mat because of the surface that it has. It's good and wide, and it also has a good length going forward and backwards. And the thickness of it is not too much to where it's hurting my feet. And like I said, if you look at our videos, I jump a lot around the mat, going left and right, frontwards and backwards. I do a lot of things. So this gives me a little more surface material to be able to do those movements and stuff that I like to do. I mean, like I said, that's just my opinion. Rebecca, you want to add
also
anything
kind of like the Buddy Lee mat here. I like more so the feeling of it. It's a little bit softer. Like there are different mats that have different softness levels. Like some are more firm than others. I honestly have a weird broken foot or a broken bone in my foot that yes, I am able to walk around and do normal life with, but if I jump on a mat or a surface that's too hard, my foot will start to act up. So I used to like jumping on the cross rope mat. I just kind of did it because David would use his mat and then I would use this one. I'm like, yeah, this is my mat. But it's a little firmer, which is not bad because I liked it. You get a little bit more bounce off of it. But jumping on it too much would kind of aggravate my foot, so I've kind of veered a little bit towards more softer materials to jump on.
As you can see from this mat, and I'm sorry to all of our blind and visually impaired viewers that are watching this, it's kind of hard to describe, but the surface of the mat, as Rebecca mentioned, is a little more thicker, which is perfectly fine, and the rope gets a good hit off of the rope, cross rope. They're ropes, a lot of them, if anybody are familiar with cross ropes, a lot of the ropes are quarter pounders, half pounders, 1 pounders, 2 pounders. So you need that kind of harder type material for the rope to be able to bounce off of, and not only bounce off of, for the surface to be able to withstand the constant pounding that is coming, repetitively over and over and over again.
That's true. Every mat has a reason.
Yeah, so this mat here with the crossroad mat, personally, this is my opinion. It's a good mat, and I do like to jump on it every once in a while as well. It is good and long, so, I can do a lot of frontwards and backwards movements, but I can't go as far side to side as I would like to. So I don't use it as often, but there is some videos that you will see us, or you'll see me more so than Rebecca, because I like to give her the other mat too, jumping on. It's just because it's another option. And this is also, it holds a very warm spot in my, I guess you could say, in my heart, because this is the mat that I started out on, the crossroad
very
mat.
First one, the one that started it all.
First mat, exactly, that started it all. That started this journey. And there's also another mat that the Crossroad has that is a limited edition mat. We can't really show you that. That's utilizing another purpose. But there's another mat that you can also check out that's on their website. And of course, this Buddy Lee mat that we have right here, we link that up in the description box for you all. We can do that. But there's one more option that I necessarily like that is pretty affordable. You don't have to go on a website to get, honestly.
You can find it at your neighborhood Walmart.
Or Target. And drum roll, please.
I can't do it.
Exactly. We'll edit that in. But it's a yoga mat.
Hey.
So yeah, this yoga mat, it makes jumping rope a little bit harder, but this is great for if you're rehabilitating, an injury. And somebody like Rebecca, she was jumping rope on it a little bit. Can you explain your experience with this?
Yeah, so again, while my feet were being angry with me, or I guess my foot, the singular foot was being angry with me, I started just using this rope because it's very thick.
This is the mat.
Yeah, this mat. My bad. But this mat is very thick. It's foam. It's like half an inch thick.
Yeah, it's a yoga mat, guys. And I'm saying that for my blind and visually impaired viewers. If you go just to your Target or Walmart and you grab a yoga mat, you can see how thick this is and how soft and squishy it is.
Yeah. But because of how thick and squishy it is, it really absorbs the impact of the landing, which is why it really helped me as I was kind of nursing my broken foot a little bit.
If you are a beginner jumper, I would not suggest jumping on this at first because it makes jumping rope a little bit harder.
You get tired much faster.
Yeah, it makes your jump rope workouts a lot harder, and y'all may see me jumping on this in future workouts. So
you can
make
probably
sure.
guess why David likes this mat.
Being the advanced jumper on the channel. Yeah.
The guy who likes to make things harder.
Exactly. So yeah, definitely. But as of course we've been telling you the benefits as well as the downfalls with this mat. As I just mentioned, it is a little bit softer, so you don't get as much, I guess you could say, help with the bounciness of it because there's that absorption, but that is a benefit at the same time. As I just mentioned, it helps with rehabilitation. And for me personally, like I said, there's not, as y'all can see, I'm going to hold this up a little bit more.
That's too high.
Yeah, I know. But y'all got an idea where this is not that wide.
It's very thin.
It's
even more thin than the Crossroad mat.
Yeah, it is not that wide. So there's not much space going side to side. Once again, I don't get the chance to go too far left and right, but I can go forward and backwards. And there's been a couple of times, honestly, where my rope would hit the end of this thing just for me going forward, and then it will pop up. So there's those downfalls at the same time. It's not all like, oh yeah, glorified. But honestly, if you're wanting to have something, like I said, that is affordable, if you don't mind, like I said, I don't suggest it for new jumpers, but if you are somebody that likes a challenge and is like, I'm just getting into jump rope, and at the end of the day, look, this is what I can afford, this is what I can do, I can't get from point A to point B, and I have hardwood
ab exercises on the floor.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think I fell asleep on this once. Like, it's really comfortable.
Yeah, we have a lot of jump rope and body weight kind of things that we do here on the channel, as well as, of course, as Rebecca just mentioned, you can do your stretches right afterwards. So it can also help with not only your workout, but post-workout as well.
Very versatile.
Very versatile. But, yo, there's these options that we're giving you. This is not an exhaustive list. There's others out there, like we just mentioned. So make sure y'all drop a comment in the comment box below on what surfaces or surface you like jump roping on.
And you can always play around, you know. Sometimes we'll jump on this, sometimes we'll jump on that. It all depends on your workout and what you have available to you.
So once again, we thank y'all for watching this video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button to join the Jump Rope Master community. I am David Brown.
And I'm Rebecca Brown.
And we are Team DR Brown, focusing on jump rope mastery and boosting athletic abilities and quality of life through jump rope. God bless y'all. Grace and peace. Let's keep on jumping, y'all.